second. That was fun.
Yeah.
What? I'm sorry.
Yeah! Overhead on Wake Up. Who does that? Holy shit.
I win! I
Holy
win!
shit.
I win! I win! I win! I win!
Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Sonya.
That's so tired. That's so tired, you piece of.
Look at him just sitting up there.
Oh my
god.
Oh.
Your angel of death awaits.
Oh my god, running Tyrannosaur. Oh, I can. Yeah, that works.
Oh, hey, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron. Do you know... I didn't know that you knew that reference. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, that barely reached. Oh, she's getting health back in that circle thing.
That's annoying. Yay.
That's round one.
The realms will not fight your endless wars.
Fight me further and your friends are lost. They have no future unless I...
You try this round.
I can't do it.
And then if not, then I'll... Then that just means we're tied, and then I'll take the last one.
Come to pass.
Fight.
Nice, nice. Ooh. Yeah, she likes to teleport and get away from your shit. Okay, she's gonna summon a person. Hey, Aaron again. Hey, Aaron. And goodbye, Aaron. When I first played this, she summoned Joker both times, which I thought was hilarious, because Joker is nothing to do with Mortal Kombat at all. So it's like she summoned something from another dimension to fight Liu Kang. Yeah, honey, get in there. Yeah! Fuck you! Good job, alright. Now, I need you to pay special attention to this moment.
Yes!
Our work is finished, Liu Kang.
Lord Raiden.
I am merely Raiden now. You have proven worthy to take my place as Earthrealm's new protector, Lord Liu Kang.
Where do we go from here?
The sands of time are yours to shape. You must return the hourglass to the dawn of time and sculpt a new history. A better one.
Because, yeah, everyone's gone. Everything's being rewound.
Raiden, I cannot do this alone.
Yes. You will need a partner with whom you can share the eons.
Kitana.
Your destinies have always been intertwined.
We are far in the past, but not so far that I cannot reach her.
Return with her to the dawn of time. Sculpt the hourglass's sands to forge a better future. I look forward to meeting again in the next timeline.
Then I will not say goodbye.
So literally the entire Mortal Kombat timeline has
restarted.
Yeah.
But now they're together and that's happy.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes. But no matter how we sculpt the sands, we cannot plan for every possibility. Mortals will make their own choices. New evils will arise.
Each realm must choose its own destiny. Whatever those choices, we will face them together.
Yeah.
When they make strong visual choices and strong, like, moments.
Love it. Yes, Cassie. Oh, man. That's the funniest fucking fatality.
Yeah.
Besides all of Johnny Cage's.
Johnny, yeah. You're not going to beat Johnny Cage.
No,
but
his
that's
are my
okay.
favorite. He's
Yeah.
my favorite character. But, and I also like Liu Kang, but only because he makes those fun noises. That
Yeah.
makes me happy and
The Bruce Lee
smile.
noises.
Yeah, he makes the Bruce Lee noises. So that's wonderful. I don't know.
Oh, spoilers, motherfucker!
I don't know what that means.
That's like the first scene of the new,
Oh, okay.
the new thing.
They planned it all along.
Right.
I don't know. Like, they were all really fun. I would have to say, if they could have combined some things, I would have, like, personally liked it. Like, if they would have taken, like, the little bit of button pushing throughout the storyline from 10
Mm-hmm.
and added it just, like, a little bit into the story mode of 11, because it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, these cutscenes were long.
Longer.
Like, they were a good 15-minute cutscene sometimes. Like, you're watching, like, a short
The
video,
majority of
like
our
a short-
playthrough just now in this session was
was
watching.
cutscene, yeah.
Wasn't necessarily
And, like, that's
playing.
not a bad thing, but, like, I do like the slight interaction of, like,
Mhm.
oh, shit, like, it doesn't necessarily, like, if you mess it up, it doesn't necessarily change the cutscene, but it's just something to, like, keep you engaged,
It's
keep
immersion.
you paying attention, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I kind of wish they would have kept that. It's not, like, the biggest deal, like,
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, I hate this one because they didn't do that. So, it's not, like, the biggest deal, but I did like that from 10,
Yeah,
and it would have been cool in this one.
sure. Yeah.
I like how some of the characters play a little bit better in this one, just because I feel like as time has progressed, they've smoothed things out a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
It's definitely, like, they intended this one to be smoothed out and a little slower.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. Like, and I found myself not getting as frustrated with, like, transports.
Teleport characters?
Teleports, yeah. I found myself not being as frustrated with them as I was in other ones, where it's like, some of them were still fast in this one, to where it was like, oh, that's annoying. But it wasn't so annoying that I was like, I feel like I can't even learn
Keep up.
how to defend myself against this character. Because, like, in some of the, in, like, 9 especially, it was
Yeah.
just like, I can't, I don't even know how to defend myself. I don't even know where we're at. When they do it, I'm lost, and I can't come back from
You
it.
don't realize that that's what's happening until it's way too late.
Yeah, until they're, 8 combo hits in, and you're like, well, that's it. I'm dead now. But in, like, this one, and even a little bit in the last one, like, they were doable. Or, like, yes, it was still fast. Yes, you did still have to learn.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was like, I could.
You like Katana?
I like Katana. I really like Jade. I really like playing as Jade. I like playing as Cassie.
Yeah.
I feel like I like playing as Cassie more in
Oh,
10
in
than I
10.
did in this
Definitely.
one.
I agree.
But I've always liked Jade in all of them.
Yeah.
That was kind of perfect. And I always usually like Katana as well. Just like, I don't play as well with the blocky characters, they're just like the punch and kick type of characters. I do better with the characters who have, I don't know, more kung fu type moves. I do okay with, like, Liu Kang even.
Yeah.
And...
like, rush down aggressive types.
Yeah, I do better with them than I do with, like, Briggs.
Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah, Jax. And I also do like playing, though, as, she's not my favorite, but I did like playing as, Jackie.
Yeah. Jackie's fun.
Yeah. She's more fun in 11, definitely, than she was in 10.
Yeah.
She has more stuff and way cooler movesets in 11
really
than she did in 10.
Yeah.
So that, like, she was definitely more fun in this storyline than she was in the last one. And you barely got to even see her in the last one.
That's true. I think that...
And I always love Johnny Cage, and I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, fuck you. Johnny Cage is the best character. He's the real hero. I think that the writing in MK9 is pretty tight.
Yeah.
Even though there's...
all the storylines I really enjoyed. Like, and they all connect really well together, so kudos.
There's a few moments in MK9 where you're like, why are we fighting?
Yeah.
Why are we fighting Raiden right now?
Yeah.
Why are we fighting these two?
And a lot of the time, we've talked about it before, where it's like all of these things could have been avoided if they just would have listened to the character in the first place and just listened and talked it out.
Yeah.
And like all of those fights would have been avoidable, but it's like to do the thing that the game is for, you have to have that stubborn character who goes, no.
MK10.
No listening.
I think the start and the middle of that game story is the best out of all of them. The ending is a little flat. It lacks a certain punch up. Mm-hmm. There's not a big moment.
This one had a really good ending.
This one had a really good ending, and I think it starts off good, but there's a lot of parts in the middle that kind of drag for me, and there's moments where you're like asking yourself, like, but wait, how did they know that? How did they get there? Why are we dropping the time shit?
Yeah,
punching past person and it not hurting future person.
Yeah, like there are definitely problems for sure. Like the overall story in all of them, I did well and they connected it really well. But yeah, there are definite like issues with and plot holes in that sense. Like the overarching story, totally fine. But like, yeah,
the connective tissue has some problems.
Yeah, like the time stuff in this one definitely was a problem. Not to the point where I'm like, oh, it ruined it, but like
making it so like Cabal having his running powers before he's even burned. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and then like it was just really frustrating sometimes to be like, okay, well, Johnny's fighting Johnny. And Johnny hits Johnny, it hurts other Johnny. It hurts both Johnnies.
Yeah.
But only when it's necessary for the story. Every other time, it doesn't matter. So, like, that is really frustrating, and that is such a cool concept that it could have played out so well and made everything, like... I mean, it would have made everything, like, 100 times more difficult. But, like, the story could have been so evolved and so deep with that concept. Just, like, having to try to figure out, okay, how do we fight the bad guys when the bad guys are us, but the dead zombie version of us, and if we kill us, then we die too. Like, what do we do? How do we do this?
Like, imagine fighting the past version of a character, but the present, like
is also feeling everything you're doing.
Well, imagine that in the story, they're on your side.
Yeah.
So you have a little secondary health bar on the side.
That's also going down.
Yeah, at the same time. Maybe not as much, but you have to be careful to not kill your own
guy. Yeah, like you have to do... There's something you have to do to get the dead version, whatever, to either come to your side, come to grips with what they're doing, something.
Or maybe, like, in some situations where it's like, they're not going to switch sides.
Or, yeah.
Just have it be like, wait out the timer.
Yeah.
Get them to, like, just defend yourself.
Get them to this, yeah.
Yeah. Something a little different.
Yeah, like, that could have been a really, really cool thing.
If they had committed to the time idea, that could have been really cool, but it did feel very selective.
Yeah.
There were times where we didn't.
In general, time stuff is very difficult to deal with in your story.
Yeah, and I'm willing to let some stuff go because
because it's difficult.
Yeah.
And there are some things you just have to say, okay, that's fine, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But
is too many.
It's too many.
And too many big ones where it's like, but
wait, but that person should technically be dead now then.
Yeah. And the Cabal thing just really comes back. I'm like, you literally just ignored everything that happened in this timeline.
Anyway.
In MK9, this same timeline we're in now.
Yeah.
He didn't have super running powers until he got the face shit, the burning. So, I would probably, story-wise, I would probably put this one at the bottom.
Only because of the time stuff. And it's that the time stuff is bad.
Maybe I put the writing of this one on the bottom.
Yeah, it's just like not... I don't know. It's so difficult to do time travel stuff.
Yeah.
Because you have to, if you're going to do time travel, you have to create rules and you have to stick to those rules like they are the end-all, be-all of all of life.
Because you know people are going to be looking for that.
Yeah, because if you don't, if you stray, then you wind up with plot holes, you wind up with random storylines that don't make sense, or characters that know stuff that shouldn't. Like, there's just a slew of problems you end up with.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, I always look back to, like, things like Back to the Future and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, that was done really well. Here are their rules, these are the rules of time travel, and they stuck to those rules.
Yeah.
But they were basic rules, and you can do that too. And a lot of it doesn't just stop at time travel. There's lots of like fictional elements that you're like, okay, these are the rules of this, like witchcraft, wizardry, all those kinds of things. If you set your rules, even if they're just basic run-of-the-mill, this is how magic functions, this is how time travel functions, rules, as long as you stick to it, people will allow for other things to happen and be like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
As long as you don't break your own rules.
Yeah.
But in this, they definitely broke their own rules several times. But again, like, I did like all the storylines. I really liked how this one ended. Mostly because I'm like, aw, yay, they finally get to be together after everything.
That imagery is really strong.
Yeah.
And we have a clean slate.
Yeah, it's
going
a new
forward,
start.
Who knows what happens.
Yeah.
Which
I
I
hope
feel
all
like
the same people get to hang out because they're good characters. That is the other thing that I personally enjoy about Mortal Kombat is that, like, yeah, okay, fine, it's just like a whatever fighting game. You're gonna kick some people's asses and there's lots of blood and whatever.
Kung Fu tournaments and horrible
like
mutilation.
Whatever, that's great, and I like that part of the story too, but I appreciate the fact that there are some really cool characters in here.
Yeah, there's some strong character
choices. Like, I am in love with Johnny Cage. I love him. I identify with him. I love him. Like, just how he has a freaking story arc. Like, he has a character arc. He starts off as such a shithead.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
he's a
wow,
real pompous ass.
You're such a douche. Even though you kind of love to hate him. And then, like, he grows and he gets together with his wife Sonya and they have a kid and he becomes this really awesome dad who's basically like raising his daughter on his own because Sonya's always working and then there's this whole like marital problem thing and it's just it's like he really grows and develops as a character
and they didn't rush
maybe
any of
I pay
it.
attention to his more because I absolutely fucking love him.
I don't think that you did. A lot of people, myself included, noticed that like, wow, they're really fleshing out Johnny in a natural way, not in a forced like he's your new hero.
You could see it happening, and you could see that happening in real life. Like if that was a real person, like that, they would progress in some sort of way. And I love him, but they do that with a few characters. Like you get to see it a little with Jackson, a little bit. Like you get to see him start off as this, like, big army guy, I'm awesome, and I love fighting for my country, woohoo!
Yeah.
And then, like, shit happens, and he loses his arms, and that, like, is a huge thing he has to deal with internally, and he does, and he comes back, and he fights, and stuff like that. Then he meets his wife, they have a daughter, there's problems that happen there, he loses his wife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a huge trauma. That man deals with a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
And then, like, ends up in a kind of a dark place.
Yeah.
And, not wanting his daughter to have to, even though she wants to fight, she wants to be enlisted.
Yeah, there's
you know,
a fundamental
he
misunderstanding
doesn't
of his bad history being the reason for her being in a life that he doesn't want for her. It's like, no, she just wanted that life.
She just wanted it. She wanted to do it.
She was going to be
her
here
choice.
regardless.
Yeah, like whether you liked it or not. But like, yeah, getting to see him kind of like deal with his trauma, and then watching you, and then you get to see like the after effects of both of these characters' parenting styles, and like both of their daughters turn out fucking awesome. Yeah. Like Jackie and Cassie are fucking awesome. They are badass women.
Yeah.
And it's cool. Like, it's cool to see those characters. And then, I mean, and then you have, obviously, your kind of magical, mystical type of characters as well, which are still kind of fun. They're a little less fleshed out, I would think, than a lot of the human characters.
They're there to fulfill a purpose.
Yeah, versus...
in the story, versus embody any kind of real statement or arc.
Yeah.
They're there to do the thing, and that's it.
Yeah, I was like, and don't get me wrong, there are some of those characters that I really enjoy as well. I love Devora. She's nasty. And like, and she is only hard there to play against, but damn is she cool.
Yeah. Like, it's a very like surface level admiration, because like deep down you're like, Devora's not a deep character.
No, she's not. She's a nasty bug who will literally flip sides with whoever she feels is gonna get her the best goal outcome.
It comes off like, not in an egregious way or anything, but she does come off, especially in this one, as a tool to kill other characters.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, but like, I really
Melina,
like her though. She's cool.
She kills Baraka. She kills, who does she kill in this? She killed Scorpion.
Yeah. But like, she's cool.
Yeah.
She does some cool stuff. She's nasty, but like, she's cool.
I have a feeling that if we see her again, she'll probably get her comeuppance in the future.
I could see that happening. I mean, like, she kind of deserves it. Like, yes, it's just a fuck-off fighting game. But at the same time, it was like, they have some really cool characters, and if you actually play the story, and if you actually pay attention, like, you can see some really cool development.
Yeah, and even like with Johnny and a couple of them, I don't think you have to pay all that much attention. I think that they just right there. I think that they just sat down and with writing and took it seriously.
Yeah.
As like what feels natural to happen.
Yeah. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You don't get that in even a lot of like regular story arc games. Like,
yeah, like story driven. Yeah, sometimes it feels a little too much.
Yeah, so I like these games. I think they're fun. 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
Well,
I would play them in order if you're gonna start.
Yeah.
Play them in order.
Yeah, it don't make no sense otherwise.
No, otherwise you're just gonna be like, who the fuck is that? Like, what is that character? I don't know who that is. I am excited to play the extended ending.
Aftermath.
Yeah. I am excited to see what happens. That will be fun, and see kind of what that power couple brings to the table.
Yeah.
So let's be real, they are a power couple.
You guys will just have to come back and watch.
Yeah. Plus, if you like watching me, a non-video game player, play, you should hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, just subscribe and just make it easier on yourself.
Trust me, I'm going to play a lot more games that I've never played before, and you can watch me fail.
Especially in October.
Or succeed, yeah. Or if you just want to watch me get scared, at least subscribe for October.
Yeah.
Thanks, bye.